JQ counters the hog, Reaper counters the hog, Ana counters the hog, Soldier at range is the hog. Yeah, he doesn't. There's really not much. Wait, what? What? Reaper, hello? Wait, what are they doing? Why are they just rushing in like a bunch of monsters? Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today's video is a weekly gameplay of how to get better at DPS. This series is for the beginners. Absolutely basics. We're not going to even talk about any complicated stuff. We're going to simplify things as much as possible. If you're a DPS main, you want to get better at DPS, or if you're a support main or a tank main, you want to branch out, you want to try get better at DPS, but people keep flaming you, you came to the absolute perfect and best place to actually improve and get better. Don't be afraid. DPS is actually, in my opinion, the easiest role out of all three roles. So if you came from any any different role, you're probably gonna find this this role is much easier. You just don't know how to play, and the issue is a pandemic going on of like how many bad players play DPS, and I generally think that DPS is the most, it's like the worst role played, even though it's the easiest. So we're gonna keep it very simple. You don't need the best mechanical skill to actually play this role. You just need some sort of good game sense and good ability management and good positioning, as always. The core mechanics of this game, honestly. We're gonna stay away from hit scan or aim dependent heroes. We're gonna show you guys how to get the maximum amount of value depending on your team comp in the map. Obviously, this is a close quarter maps. Beach. Again, every time I record this video and we get this map, I know I said we're gonna stay away from hit scan different, but Bastion is actually kind of a really simple. Don't really need to have the best aim with him. The reason why we're going Bastion here is because Bastion covers the entirety of this point of the map, and he's tanky. The issue is, I see a lot of people play Bastion, is they always spam the sentry form. Sentry form is your best ability. The second you use it, you're literally just cooked. The people are gonna push you. So use it, and the second you use it, you need to guarantee value. So the way that I want to play this, I want to stay in the back and just spam the Ryan's shield. And as soon as I was literally about to say, as soon as my hog goes for a hook, we're gonna go in aggressively. Obviously, we're going against Genji, so he's gonna go for a cheeky deflect. And we need to be aware of that, so don't always just full auto spam that, be careful. I know there's a flanking soldier around here, so we will push him with the, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I really don't think that he should survive. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna survive that. We actually played that really well. And now we need to pressure the Bab because there's no way we can pressure anybody else other than the Bab in this scenario. Obviously, we need to get some sort of heals or cooked, but Ana. Ana did not even pay attention, but I think we might be able to get the res here if the Mercy even thought about it, but I guess we're not going to get the res. At least we won the fight, so the Rhine kind of got dominated by Mahog. He literally, the Hog just solo, the Hog kind of manhandled this guy, but as you guys can see, we're playing so well, and I definitely think that we could have survived that if literally Ana just shot at me once, because I would have gotten my ability then and I've got the damage resist. Because the reason why your sentry form is your best ability. Okay, we need to put as much pressure as possible because they're going to go in here. Again, I'm going to be getting neglected, I'm assuming. We're going to have to rotate to my team, destroy this. Okay, now we allowed my Roadhog to one-shot the Ana because we destroyed the Emor. Now our position, unfortunately, we're kind of cooked here. We have the sentry form, so if he decides to push me, we're gonna cook him. I cannot shoot I just cannot deal with the Genji at the moment because I know the second I'm gonna start shooting him, he's gonna deflect. I would rather just take the L and reset. So as you guys can see, we're getting absolutely no kind of support from my team, and it's actually kind of obvious because the fact that I have more damage than this Genji, kind of diabolical. But if we get, I promise you, this is my matchup, by the way. This despite the fact that I actually have really good counters, for me, I would do much better if I actually get some sort of support. But we will definitely gonna have to end up switching here, and we have our ultimate. I would like to force out the Emor very early, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do actually, because this is their shatter fight. Yeah, he's dead. I'd like to ult that. Emor is out, so we should be able to get something here actually. Yeah, we got somebody. We're gonna boop ourselves back. Fairly well played by us, honestly. We're playing everything to the best of our abilities. He might blade if he wants to. I mean, the enemy Genji, but I don't think that he's that stupid. But yeah, and now next fight though, we need to keep in mind we will die. I don't think we're gonna survive the next fight because they're gonna have Nano. I mean, sorry, sorry, Window and Visor and Shatter. So not really sure if he shattered or not because I was in sentry form and I didn't do anything. Really great pick. So that means this guy. This guy just did the exact same rotation for the past 3 minutes. He keeps flanking all the time. And yeah, now they're gonna desperately minimize Zayo and maybe Blade. But I'm not really sure about the Shatter. So we're gonna put as much pressure as possible on anybody, on everybody. That was really not the best sentry form. I just wanted to spam the range shield as much as possible. The Genji, I don't think the Genji should be. I don't think the Visor has been anticipated. And now Vita by Zayo in a second. Very bad emo from this guy. If I timed that correctly, maybe I'll clip him. There you go, well played by us, honestly. As you guys can see, like, this is the way I like to position myself on Bastion, and the reason why I think Bastion is really one of the best picks in this entire game on this part of my and Torbjorn, and on this part of the point, because he covers the I mean, oh no, I thought we made the enemy team leave. That's crazy. Because Bastion and Torbjorn covered the entire of the map, despite the fact we actually went against our counters, but we played well, and so we got the battle. We were going against Reinhardt. Reinhardt is not typically the best counter to Bastion, so in fact Bastion counters Rein, but Genji's good against Bastion, Baptiste is good against Bastion because Bastion, I mean, Baptiste is one of the best pressure characters against Bastion. Ana is good against Bastion. You can see him, she can hit him. We actually got kind of dominated a couple of times with that stuff, but we still got the value despite the fact that also we didn't really get them much, like the best support when it comes to our team. I'm not saying that they're bad because obviously they were keeping the tank alive and the other DPS, but we still didn't get the enough support. I think they could have definitely peeled. We kind of just like did really good against all that. Now, really good switch from the enemy tank to Sigma. Obviously, if this guy doesn't come back to Mercy, I'm gonna have to cut this video. Good play by us. Obviously, guys, whenever you have a hog, you always gotta follow up on the hog, so you have to be aware. This, like, literally, like, this is why I keep saying, really good heals from Diana looking back on me. The guy, thank God, this guy came back. I'm gonna have to come back here. This is an L. Yeah, the hog needs to switch her. There's really nothing you can do against a Sigma, so where's my Mercy? I think she's AFK still in spawn, right? Yeah. Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually back. Yeah, actually I tried to record one game and then I had like someone who goes like 1-9 and like my entire team AFK'd. The one game I had to leave her. I'm like, bro, the leave her pandemic and this game is actually kind of crazy. And then I had to go, so I'm kind of continuing later, but I have called for reinforcements. This is my friend. I told him to actually join me and just help me. Soloing is kind of booty. And we're back on New Queen Street. New Queen Street is one of those maps that has a lot of flank routes. So you kind of need to go a DPS that kind of controls the area. Now, even if we go Cassidy is really good at that. But again, he's an aim dependent, so we're gonna try to stay away from that. So the better option for this, we can't really go Bastion. Actually, Bastion would not be the bad choice. But on this kind of maps like this, Bastion can get like outflanked and pressured from multiple angles, and Bastion cannot handle that because he can only be pushed once and then uses a sentry form, and then you're going to be really exposed. So Torbjorn, we're going to obtain for the Torbjorn pick because you can control so many angles with that turret, put pressure on the enemy team, and if they decide to flank, they will be pressured to hell, and you would not be an easy target to be pushed and pressured. So I'm going to show you guys out exactly some of this map. This actually map is one of the best maps for Torbjorn, at least in my opinion. And we do have the hog. We'd like to shift our focus and our support to amplify the hog's presence. And depending on the matchup, that's how we're going to adjust our play. Okay, now against a Reaper. Yeah. Okay, JQ, this is a very tragically horrible matchup for our hog. If he doesn't switch, I'm going to cut the game. Like, there's just nothing we can do. Like, it doesn't matter what you do here as a DPS player. If my hog decides to play hog into this, it really wouldn't matter. JQ counters the hog, Reaper counters the hog, Ana counters the hog, Soldier arranges the hog. Yeah, he doesn't. There's really not much. Wait, what? What? Reaper, hello? Wait, what are they doing? Why are they just rushing in like a bunch of... Let's take it back. What the... Okay. I don't know, man. It's just like if he doesn't switch, the hog cannot, and the soldier loses another duel.
The enemy is pushing their barricade.
That was actually badly placed turret. Where's our hog again? What? Why is he giving up so much space? Okay, I know the Reaper is flanking now. Yeah, we have to, like, as you guys can see, the Hog is just kind of forced to give up all this position because of his, like, pick. He can't really do much. Yeah, the Vic is gonna pressure him. We actually did most of the damage there, so the Hog kind of followed up on it. Played by luck. I mean, at least he's, like, not feeding, but in the long run, guys, I really just, it's almost impossible to win this. And actually, and if we actually win this, like, if we win this because he's teabagging? That's the most slow teabag I've ever seen. He was teabagging on slow-mo. What a weirdo. But yeah, if we, there's no way, okay, now, okay, it's just, things just got 10 times worse. Now there's an Orisa on the field. And if we actually win this, it's not gonna be because the Hog is good, but because the enemy team's actually really horrible at the game. Okay, we finished that guy off. The Orisa's actually very low. To be honest, I like his positioning. And I like my positions because I'm pushing them up the endpoint. We're gonna have to deploy our ultimate here. Yeah. Or our Hog's gonna fall. Just the way how the matchup goes. Okay, the classic. I mean, if he faded, he has to ult. I mean, yeah, sure, it was an okay ultimate, but I don't think the ult was needed really, but it is what it is, and yeah, man, it's gonna be really difficult. It's just like, I know you might think that, oh, the Hog is 5-1. It's not about that. It's like matchup-wise. Like, there's no way we can exist on point for free. And this guy just, I think 5 of his deaths is to the soldier. He keeps losing the matchup. Not only that, I mean, he keeps losing the duel, but not just that, but he keeps going for the soldier to 1v1 him. Kind of crazy. When it comes to our end, guys, we're like kind of limited in what we can contribute because Orisa, this is like a heavy object-based game, and like look how Hog is playing. I'm assuming he's playing backline. You can't really do that against an entire team that's playing the objective, and especially push of all people. Like he can kill, like look, he's playing quick play style Roadhog, and then Orisa's gonna go all in here, but I don't agree with that play. And somehow we win, but look at the amount of progress that we have to sacrifice in order to win that fight. Again, a trait that benefits the enemy team because we used 3 ultimates for that fight, and they got all that progress, and they only used, I think, 2. There's a Reaper in our back, and he's really not a threat. I mean, he just proved to us that he's really one of the worst Reapers I've ever seen. But we're kind of just to have to pressure the Orisa as much as possible and let the turret do the job of covering me, and the soldier killed himself again. This is really crazy because the soldier, I think, lost all his duels. Alright, this guy has just got dominated. I'm not really sure what this Reaper actually wants from me, but my Hog is again AFK all the way in the back. Unfortunately, there's really not much you can do, but despite that, we're still kind of doing good. The Life Weaver has his pull. We do have her ultimate. We will get pulled here. It shouldn't really be a problem. I just need to keep my LOS on my Life Weaver. Again, like, this Hog keeps killing the backline, but look at the, like, we almost lost the game. Oh, if we manage to win this, man, the enemy team should be really embarrassed that they need to quit the game. Okay, we need to anticipate an Orisa ultimate, a Cassidy ultimate. Okay, Cassidy just switched, but definitely a Blossom and a Coalescence. No, wait, the Ana switched. The Ana switched. This, wait, it's actually doable. What is he gonna go? Life Weaver, okay. It's actually doable. I had to read the Reaper.
I see a hostile.
Up you go.
No, I missed! Okay, we still got him though. This guy's pretty ass. Alright, there's no way we win that, right? Like, okay, I'm not gonna speak too soon, even though you guys can see this video because we're actually playing well. Now we need to be, frontlining because now there's no Ana. The Hog, okay, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kudos to the Hog for forcing the Ana switch, but the Ana is really bad for switching. Okay, we're gonna put the turret all the way up top, cover ourselves, and deals with the, Reaper actually is gonna cover us, but the Soldier also. He's gonna go, yeah, there it is. Don't really need to do much, he probably could, but we will ult this because the Reaper is gonna push. Yeah, this is a really good ult by us, kind of denied the entire enemy team, yeah. And look at my turret kind of dominating. I think my turret will clip that. She's really 1 HP, yeah, my turret clipped that. A really good spot, by the way. I know that because they really have nothing to take it, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be. You guys know me. I'm an honest person. The hog now is kind of popping off, but again, it's because the enemy team is actually kind of bad, and then the support switch. Because now also the hog should pop off now because this is his matchup, but now they win. Ashe, which is the reason why I always ban Ashe, because Ashe now is actually good against me, but there's no way they go Moira Lifeweaver into the Hog, which is very bad now. The Hog actually should pop off now, but we also kind of contributed to the fact that we forced them to switch, so but that should keep the Reaper off my back. I mean, even if he wants to Blossom. Oh my god, this Reaper, bro, we should do, somebody should do a combo. If Lifeweaver falls, we will definitely fall here, there's really no doubt about it. Okay, the turret's actually doing a lot of pressure. Wait, the rest of my fall here actually. Oh my god! Like, what is the enemy team doing? There's no way they lose this. Like, this is how is this happening? I don't understand. Good turret placements though by us because it's pressuring the Reaper. And the one thing that I love about Torbjorn, as the match progresses, you need to use this perk against any flankers, and the Reapers and flankers cannot pressure your turret because of the fact that they cannot range, like, you know, the turret outranges them. Interesting blossom by this guy, but who are we to question this guy? Let's put the turret above the window so they cannot shoot it down. This turret should keep me safe from the flanks. I mean, I'm gonna even let him. This guy, we're like, you see the turret out, like he cannot flank into me. There's a Bastion now, so hopefully I get pulled. Unfortunately, I did not get pulled. I think the Lifeweaver kind of used this pull not too while ago for my hog, but this match actually kind of getting down to the wire now. They really tried everything to throw at the hog. Now they have Bastion. I promise you guys, if it was like literally anybody other than us on DPS, there's no way this hog would have won this game because they were running the most anti-hog team comp. We need to ult this because my team needs every damage they could use, every quick burst of damage right now because our hog was not present in that fight and we needed all kind of damage against her. There's no way you ult there because that'll be the worst ultimate. Oh my god, bro. How are you this bad? Orisa, like, genuinely speaking, you need to get teabagged. You should get teabagged. You deserve to be teabagged, Orisa. Why did you ult there? Your entire team was dominated. Reaper, I promise you, you should switch at this point. Like, bro, why is he TPing? I don't understand. Well, my turn's kind of... Yeah, this guy is really not the best. My,
Forward spawn activated.
I'm pressuring my, Oh my god. Got dominated by a Lifeweaver? Alright. Alright, the Bastion is like our biggest nemesis right now. He's really low. He's being healed up though. Not a good ultimate. We just need to keep an eye on a possible Blossom coming in very soon from the back. Knowing this Reaper is just gonna fade in and solo Blossom me. And there it is. The turret is like keeping this guy in check. Alright, I think he's baiting the Orisa in, but unfortunately he couldn't survive because it's too much for the hog. You know, the Reaper and the Bastion and the Orisa, but man, I feel like we deserve this win more than anybody, and because the enemy team is actually really not the best. But again, I don't do what this hog does, by the way, guys. Switch. If you're getting countered, it's much easier to switch because it's actually much easier. Because we know how to play this matchup, that's why we survived this long. Because if you're this rank and you happen to go against with a hog like this and you lose the game because you have no front line, it's absolutely not your fault. You're playing in your rank and it's not your. There's no way, bro. Your team. You don't have a team. Why are you ulting? Like, is it like a personal vendetta thing? There's no way they win that. Okay, we just need somebody to keep moving the payload, and that guy is cooked. But yeah, like, if you lose a game because you have a tank that wouldn't switch against every counter in the game, it's not your fault. Yeah, sure, like, you could, like, there's always a way, like, if there's a will, there's a way, but that is, like, advanced things, and that is why, I'm teaching you. As you guys can see, Torbjorn controls everything, like, and we're not even doing any kind of, like, difficult thing, but we are winning this because and I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but like, this guy has a DPS on his team that actually knows how to play this matchup, so, and not being run over by like all kind of frontliners. Reaper is dead, so there's no, we don't have to be aware. I'm afraid of blossoming. They don't have really any kind of ultimates that we should be afraid of. Let's put our turret over there, and we do have our ultimate, and this Orisa's quick because he doesn't have any other abilities. Possible coalescence next fight, but maybe tree, but like there's no way in the world now they're gonna win. They lost all the advantage in the world. Man, these guys actually deserve this L more than anybody. And now we have our ultimate on the point. Kudos to this Hog. I mean, he played well. I'm not saying he didn't play well by any means, but this Reaper, bro, he's gonna just do the classic here. He actually ulted. Yeah, I mean, the enemy team is like probably one of the... There's no way they lose that. Like, they were running on Reaper, Orisa, Moira or something, and then they had a JQ. Literally all counters to a Hog, and they still lost, but because we played well, we pressured... I mean, like, the guys, like... we couldn't have played that one any better. We made sure that every angle has been controlled. We pressured the Reaper. We put enough pressure on the Orisa so she doesn't overextend on the Hog. We peeled, and like my turret peeled for my entire backline, like my Life Fever, my everything. And that is this map is all about flanks. And if you actually understand the maps that you're playing, you don't need to hit all your shots. But hitting more shots obviously will win you more games. But in reality, that just like all you need is just like some basics and the understanding of the match. I mean, of the map, and you're gonna be really sad. But honestly, I cannot believe that the enemy team lost that game. But I mean, we deserved the win. Obviously, my team deserved the win. Everybody played well, but that soldier that lost all the duels against a soldier. But I mean, I guess we still pulled it off. Boys and girls, enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for down by. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video, if you enjoyed, subscribe, and you share with your friends if you learned a thing or two. And we should catch you guys all to the next one. Peace with the bye. I know you guys are probably gonna kill me in the comment section. So let's open the loot box before we stop. And yay, we got an epic. There's no way!